Hello, all my gorgeous ladies. Thanks for tuning in to Lady Lovely Locks. My name is Corinne, and this is Nakia by Amore, which is part of the Adorance brand of Noriko, Amore, and Renee Paris. This piece is, so I know, like if you watch my other videos, I said I'm not a fan of these wigs. This one I got at a fantastic price on clearance with name brand wigs. And it was like during December, and every day they had like for like a week straight, they just kept, the clearance price kept getting more and more great. So how can you not take advantage of pieces? So I figured to try this one. I have a love-hate relationship with melted marshmallow. I don't know why. I love this color, and then sometimes I see it on me and I don't like it. So I don't know. Sometimes I just can't make my mind up. But this wig, so this wig is a synthetic wig, open wefted, and it has the, let's just take it off. And I will say that even though this is wefted, it doesn't have any sort of bulk at the head. Not like Alessandra or like my, genre Alessandra, or like my Belle Madame Angelina, or like Zara by Don. No, it doesn't have that bulk at all. But she's wefted. She's got just this basic nape. It's not extended. There's no stays. It has these ear tabs, no felt, metal stays. And then what's different about this, if you haven't seen this before, is the double mono top. Now, not only does she have a double mono top, but she also has a lace front. So this double mono top is very comfortable, especially if you have no hair. This is gonna feel great against your scalp. This lace front though is a little more scratchy, so this feels good. I don't know if this would. So sometimes this does bother me, but it's got the lace front, and then they do this zigzag part just so it doesn't look like a stark line on your head, and it just helps it look more realistic. And they also sew in some hair on the ear tabs, which is a plus. And then these bra strap adjusters. I will say that a lot of Noriko wigs will not fit big heads, large heads I should say. A large sized head is 22 inches and above. A medium sized head is in the 22-inch range, and then a small head is in the 21-inch range. So my head is 21 inches. A medium would fit if you let the adjusters out as far as possible. It might be a stretch. So even on a medium-sized head, I don't know how well this would work. So you're wondering, a lot of times wigs that have bangs, they don't have a lace front. This one, I think it looks pretty darn good, you guys. I mean, look at that. There's the scalp, like look at that. Oh, look at that. And so sometimes with, you get a wig, like when I first got this one, it was very fluffy and looked wiggy. And so I took it to my wig girls, and they always teach me some wonderful things that I would love to pass on. So a lot of times when you first get a wig and it's all in your face, you gotta use steam. And a lot of times you can, just by like massaging the hair, you can get it, because a lot of times the hair just wants to be right in your face. So you can massage the hair at the scalp to try and break up how like flat and laid down it wants to be. You can help spruce it up to give it that lifted, natural hair look. Okay, so just try to get her a little ready. I haven't worn her in a while. I was going to sell this piece. I don't know if I'm going to now. I put it on. I like it, but sometimes in certain lighting, I'm like, you don't like it. I can't make up my mind. It's because of this ash blonde, and sometimes when I see it at the tips, I'm like, oh, it looks gray. So I'm just an indecisive person, but I have a lot of wigs and I need to sell some just because who needs a bazillion wigs, right? So I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me make up my mind if I should sell this. I like it because it gives this like sort of Farrah Fawcett look. I think this person I'm thinking of, just kind of like 80s hair, which I sometimes like. Not all the giant volume, but I do like how this is looking. Yeah, I kind of play with that a little bit. You could cut the bangs all the way across. Oh, it's hard to try and do, but I don't want to do that for this piece. I feel like with this length, if you cut bangs straight across, it looks a little outdated and a little more choppy, and it might not be as flattering for your face. If you have a round face, bangs straight across is not the best look. If you have a round face, I think with this length and bangs straight across, it's just gonna make your face look more round. That's only my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. So I don't think I would cut bangs into this one. But what's nice is you can, like, look, you can play with that, and it looks like scalp. So you can see how that one's to lay like smashed like that. So you just kind of rub your fingers on it to help lift that hair up. But you could, like, you know, you can, the nice thing with this, because it's not just the double mono, like I have their Brandy, and that's just a double mono. So I always pull some of my hair out. But with this one, because it's got the lace front, ooh, that's very unsightly. You can just hide it like that. But you can, you know, go like that, and it looks like, you know, gives the illusion of scalp. So that is what's nice about having this lace front with the double mono top. So it's like a double bonus, because that makes it look like scalp more so than just a single mono top, and then you've got the lace front. So, but yeah, this is what I'd call a shorter, well, it's not short, it's like shoulder length. It's definitely like shoulder length. It goes just below my clavicles. I'm 5'7", if that makes any sort of difference to you guys. So she's not, I wouldn't call her a long piece. If you're long hair, this isn't a long piece. If you're into shorter hair and you want to try and go longer, this would probably be a good option. But yeah, so these bangs, they're not, like, I have Camilla. I have 3 Camillas, you guys, by John or no. And those bangs can, like, get in your face. It's kind of a style, and then they're a little thicker, so I always have to get them thinned. Like, I got another one I need to thin out and, like, restyle, make it look less wiggy. But this one, I don't have to touch at all. Like I said, for being a wefted cap, this feels very close to my head. It doesn't feel pillowy at all. And you can tell just by how I'm touching it right now, it doesn't feel pillowy at all. It doesn't have all this extra girth. Their density though, it is a thick ponytail. Like, even though, it's crazy because even though it does feel close to my head, it doesn't feel thick up there. Like, look at that ponytail, you guys. Let's see. Like, this is a thick one. So she doesn't look that thick, but the ponytail is thick. I put it up in a ponytail and I'm like, it looks kind of wiggy. So it's not, I wouldn't say this is the best. If you're looking going for natural, you can put it up. Make sure you incorporate some of your hair, of course, because you don't want that stark line at your neck, because that just screams wig. But you can put her up, but just the density is not as favorable as compared to like an Arrow by Ellen Villa. So this is really more of a piece I think that looks great when you wear it down. She's just got this nice, sexy wave that I think looks like 80s hair. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong era, but I think this looks kind of like 80s hair. And because a full double mono top, you can change that scalp appearance. You know, look, you can go like that and looks like scalp right there and right there. So you can, you know, do like some sort of an updo. I'm not really good at updos, you guys. But you could do some sort of an updo, maybe make that like an inside out ponytail or braid it. And you could see that hair right there. Or you could pull some of the bangs off your face and, you know, she'd look pretty good. So you can, she's a fun one because of her full double mono top. You can toss that hair from side to side. Like I said, you can play with these bangs because it's got that lace front. It doesn't look like that stark line that's common on double monotop wigs. But yeah, she's, like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with this piece. I can't figure out if I'm gonna keep her or sell her. I mean, I do like her. Like I said, sometimes I really love this blonde and sometimes I see the ash and I'm like, it doesn't look good on me. So help me make up my mind of what you guys think. Out of the different blondes you've seen me, I like this more than like the blondes in my Arrow collection. But this blonde, so if you haven't seen any videos on this blonde, check it out. It's very popular. It has this dark rooting that I'd say is very neutral. I wouldn't even say ashy. And then it has this golden, this is a sandy blonde, you guys. So it's a very neutral with a touch of warmth. And then at the very bottom, you can see that ash blonde. So because the ash blonde is at the tip, people like me with warm undertones can get away with it. For the most part, unless you're like me and then you're weird and you're like freaked out by the cool toned tips on your hair. But you could, you know, if you like this piece but are hesitant of the ash, you can get away with it if you have warm undertones because it's at the tip and it has this warm section right here. Like it really does look like a melted marshmallow. It really does. They're spot on with the color naming. But yeah, there's, you know, and with blondes, a lot of times you do go over the shine. So you just put a little bit of dry shampoo, not too much. It'll be cakey and make it more sticky, but just enough and let it sit out. Maybe even wash it once to help with that shine. The only time you really need to worry about it is depending on what kind of lighting you're in. It might just look a little more shiny or flashy, but that's like with most blondes. So it will go away. Just put a little bit of dry shampoo up there. But yeah, this is just a really pretty, very popular blonde. Not as popular as most people still draw towards the 12FS8 by John Renault. A lot of people like Palm Springs blonde. It's very ashy. I look awful in that color, but still very popular blonde. A good transition if you're like me and you like blonde, but not too much because of this extended, you know, ombre type rooting. It would be good if you're trying to transition to blondes. But here she is. So thanks for tuning in. Did I say this is Nakia? Nikia by Amore. Check her out. All right, see you guys soon.